Hey guys, Paul here with Late Night Games. It is Sunday, well actually early Monday morning, but Sunday the 28th of April, and I know there haven't been any vlogs the past few days, thus failing the VEDA challenge, but let me start by telling you what's been going on. So first off, work has been extremely busy. Not only did we have the major project with upgrading to XP coming up, but we've had a few other projects come up, really short notice, especially Thursday and Friday and Saturday. I mean, think couple hundred machines installing software on level of project. Beyond that, my mother's also not been doing so well. I know I told you guys before she was having some issues with her back and her eye. Well, now her diabetes is a little bit out of control and it's causing her to get really sick, and then she ended up getting a cut that got really badly infected. I went to the doctors with my mother on Thursday, I believe it was. Yeah, on Thursday, and I listened to her doctor telling her what's going on with her, and there is so much more wrong with my mother than I realized. I mean, she's a really strong woman, don't get me wrong. She's extremely tough and resilient for what she's been through, but it's getting to the part where I don't know how much more of this her body can take. Her sugars have been kind of out of control for years now. Like, since I was a young child, her sugars have always been way out of control. So after talking to her and her doctor on Thursday, and basically putting the fear of her own unhealthiness into her, she's finally taking steps to take care of herself, but to do that, I'm helping as well. I mean, I'm having her come over in the morning so I can make sure she checks her sugars, I can make sure she eats, get her some good food when she's done work. We spent a little bit of time together, watch Game of Thrones or something. We spent most of Friday together, which was nice. It got her out of the house, and I think living alone and being in that house by yourself is probably one of the big things that's taking a toll on her. I don't know if it's the main thing, but it's definitely not helping to be alone all the time. I mean, I'm a young guy, and I know the toll it can take living on your own and having no one but a cat and a computer around. And she doesn't even have the computer. Well, she has a laptop, but she doesn't really know how to use it very well. She can go on Facebook, she can do basic things, but she doesn't have that same social interaction I have with you guys. So I got extremely worried about her, and I spent the past few days when I wasn't working with my mother whenever I could. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a big girl, she can take care of herself, but she's gotten to the point where I'm actually scared for her well-being. And that takes a lot for me to admit, because nothing fucking scares me when it comes to safety, and I tend to be someone who rolls with the punches, so I don't really get stuck by fear. But my mother, if I were to lose her, it'd, well, really fucking suck, first off. And I'd feel like if I hadn't done everything in my power to help her when I could, I'd beat myself up over it. I know that I would beat myself up over the guilt of not doing something sooner. So I've been away for a few days, but a lot of that time I have been spending with her because I want to see her get better. I mean, I was with her Saturday right up until I ended up on a call with work until nighttime. And then nighttime, I had other arrangements I had to do Saturday night. And I was up all night Friday night working on a project and with a migration to server 2008 for a domain controller. Turned out to be a lot more involved than I anticipated because I hadn't actually done 2003 to 2008 before. I've done straight 2008, I've done straight 2003, I've done 2000 to 2003. I've just never had an issue where I had to do 2003 to 2008, and there's a bunch of prep work that has to be done before the actual promotion can occur. But that's all technical jibber jabber. Basically, I'm running on like no sleep. I go to bed at like 6 in the morning after finishing working all night, and then I get up at 9 because I'm taking care of my mother as soon as she gets off work, because I want her to be okay, and I haven't had really time to do much when it comes to YouTube and gaming and whatnot. I mean, I've been playing games here at my desk overnight when I set a server to do something and it'll take an hour or so to process. I'll pop on a game for an hour and then I'll go back to what I'm doing. But usually by then I'm so strung out on energy drinks and coffee that I can't even think of something coherent to say. My brain is still going through the work stuff. I'm just physically playing a game to distract myself, which is why I haven't been playing any Dark Souls, because that requires way too much concentration, which is not something I can spare at the moment. My entire brain is stuck worrying about the issues going on at work, which are pretty big projects, and then my mother's health, which is something that I can't let slip my mind. And then my own health as well, because as I look at my mother's health breaking down, I worry if something goes wrong with my health, how can I take care of her if I can't even take care of me? So I've been trying to eat healthier and trying to get some exercise in because I gotta get myself healthy if I'm gonna have any hope of getting her healthy. I mean, I already lost the car last week. Granted, last week I was too busy to have time to try working on it, so I haven't 100% given up, but I've come to terms with the fact that I may have to say goodbye to Kit. That I've come to terms with. I've faced the mourning that I need to do. And now there's the risk of losing my mother at the same time. So yeah, there haven't been any videos Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. And I'm here now Sunday, 3 days late. And if you guys feel that I deserve a punishment for missing the 3 days, I mean, I don't disagree with you guys. I will certainly do whatever challenges you guys put ahead of me. I may kind of cop out and take a fun spin with it like I did, or I may do it proper. It depends. And me and Rob are still going to do the Pudgy Pee-Pee challenge probably tomorrow as opposed to Saturday, because Saturday he was helping someone move and I was helping Mom. But yeah, shit got kind of real, and I had to focus on my loved ones and my job, and I didn't have time to do this YouTube thing. And I apologize, which I feel like I'm doing to a lot of people lately. I guess it's the Canadian in me coming out, always apologizing for everything I do. I'm not a religious man, guys. I've never claimed to be. I don't believe in a higher power. I believe that each person is their own responsibility and the responsibility of the people around them. There's no higher power looking over on us. And seeing people that are good people suffer is one of the reasons I don't believe in a higher power. But I know all that suffering and getting through that suffering is what makes good people good people. I mean, you can be a nice person, but how can you expect to have any legitimate, genuine empathy for a circumstance that you will never have been anywhere near? If you don't know loss, if you don't know sorrow, you can't really be empathetic towards it. You can be sympathetic, you can feel sorry for the person, but you can't feel a personal connection to how they're feeling and have that level of empathy unless you've gone through some suffering on your own. And I feel that all the suffering I've been going through lately, and the people I know have been going through, if we come out the other side, not even stronger, but at least better able to emotionally connect with other people in their times of need and maybe help them through it, then I say we've come through as better people in the end. So I'm going to keep doing these videos now that things have gotten a little more controlled. I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, probably sleep until at least 7, so that'll be a good 5 hours of sleep, which is the most I've gotten in a chunk in a couple of days now. And I'll take care of Mom, and I'll make sure she's okay, because I'm one of the people she's got, and I'm not going to let her down. But guys, I will talk to you guys tomorrow when we do the Pudgy Pee-Pee challenge, and then I will talk to you on Tuesday and Wednesday wrapping up the VEDA challenge. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow, and take care.